Hello everyone, welcome to Urbanscape Bangalore, and in this episode we will look at the Verbena and talk about its overall care and propagation. I had made a video about this plant a few years ago, but then I was just learning the traits of this plant. So now after 2 years of growing and propagating this plant, I think I'm better placed to tell you now about the Verbena. It has about 250 species of both perennials and annuals. A lot of them are native to the Americas and Asia. These varieties that you commonly see growing in your garden are annuals, or at least it acts like one because it easily gets those wide-scale insect infestation once it finishes blooming. So you need to keep taking cuttings before the plant completely dries and propagate it. That's my routine with this amazingly beautiful plant. This comes in a wide variety of colors and can do well in the ground or in a hanging basket or anything that allows it to cascade. The deeper the container, the longer this would grow. So first, let us look at the basic care tips that this plant likes. Sunlight. So this plant likes both part and full sunlight, but I give this plant partial sunlight outdoors with a southwest exposure, and this plant blooms like crazy. But full sun can bleach the leaves. However, full sun is directly proportional to more blooms. Watering. This likes consistent watering but will become diseased if the soil is soggy or water laden. So allow periods of drying without actually killing the plant. This is not drought tolerant at all. 1 or 2 days of no watering is fine, but prolonged periods of dryness is bad. Next, we will be covering potting mix. For the Verbena, use an organically rich potting mix with some 30% sand, 40% compost and 30% coco peat or garden soil. Fertilizing, since this is a blooming plant, it needs its fair share of compost and anything organic to keep this blooming. So banana peel is an excellent source of phosphorus and potassium that this plant needs for it to bloom. Pests. So I guess this plant is a sweetheart of many a garden pest like scales, mealybugs, spider mites and many more. But a simple solution of soap and neem oil is quite effective in dealing with these pests. But consistent application is the key. This plant can be grown from seeds as well, but I find the stem cutting method is easier and you get the same flower color as the mother plant. This is self-seeding in a way as well. The seeds can be found in these dry cylindrical seed pods. So now let us talk about propagating this plant with the help of a stem cutting. Take a cutting from an existing plant like this with more than 5 to 6 leaf nodes. Remove the lower leaves and simply insert it in a well-draining potting mix. Add water and expose it to maybe an east location or any other bright location with indirect sunlight. North may not be the best location though. In a matter of days, you'll see new shoots and roots would have formed very easily because if you see these shoots from this mother plant, it already has aerial roots and that's how it proliferates in the soil, and each node can form roots and anchor itself into the soil. That's how easy it is to propagate this plant. After a month or so, you'll get a good height out of these cuttings and you can safely remove them and replant it in a bigger container with a well-draining soil medium. And see the transformation of the Verbena from a tiny sapling to a grand floral masterpiece. So with this, we have come to the end of yet another episode of Urbanscape Bangalore, and I hope you've enjoyed watching this short video on the Verbena. Additionally, you can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. The links are given below. Thank you for watching, and until we meet again, a very warm goodbye.